This Google slideshow will help you form the hypothetical if sentences. I like to use a formula that I call sipsc. It stands for C, which is if, plus the past subjunctive, comma, conditional. First part of the formula is C, if. Notice there's no accent mark on C. If it had an accent mark, it would be the word yes. Then you follow that with the past tense subjunctive verb, and I will show you how to conjugate those verbs in this video. The second part is your conditional, the would conjugated verb. We have just studied this form. These are the endings ia. AR verbs in the past tense subjunctive conjugate with the endings ara, aras, ara, aramos, aran. ERIR verbs conjugate with the endings iera, ieras, iera, ieramos, ieran. And notice that the nosotros forms are the only forms with accent marks. Something to remember is that the irregulars of the preterite will be also the same irregulars in the past tense subjunctive. So it's very helpful to go back at this point and review your preterite notes, because knowing how to conjugate preterite will make it a lot easier to conjugate in the past tense subjunctive. The rules from the preterite, like sandal verbs and irregulars, apply to the past tense subjunctive. Now would be a good time to pause and review the past or the preterite verbs. Another verb you would like to review is the conditional. Remember that the conditional is the would, W-O-U-L-D, verb in Spanish. Iría would be I would go. Bailaría, I would dance. And the irregulars are the same. Dir, ar, podr, pondr, saldr, tendr, bendr, quer, sabr, abr. And you would add the ia endings to make the conditional. Pause to study conditional. Here are some examples. Si él no fuera ciego, podría ver. If he weren't blind, he could see. What do you think this one would say? Si yo tuviera dinero, compraría un yate. You might recognize tuv as an irregular preterite verb, tener. You get it? If I had money, I would buy a yacht. Here's a few more examples. See if you can figure them out. Si pagaras la cena, saldría contigo. Si ella supiera español, ella lo hablaría. If you paid for the dinner, I would go out with you. If she knew Spanish, she would speak it. Here's a few more. Si hiciera calor afuera, ¿nadarías en el lago? Bailarían si tuvieran la música. Notice that I can switch my formula. I can make it, in this case, if plus past tense subjunctive, comma, conditional, or I can switch it all around and say conditional if past tense subjunctive. The most important thing is that the past tense subjunctive follows the word if, because that's the hypothetical part of the sentence. Here's some practice that you can do on your own. I have a link to this slideshow underneath. More practice, and then the answers. Go ahead and Practice, and if you have preguntas, make sure that you message me so that I can help you understand even better. Gracias.